Hmm. Right, guys, welcome. We're just waiting for Mr. Phyco to come back. He's got to fucking show up with his shit.
Right.
Alright, so let's start this fucking ghost story stream.
Okay.
Right. So, when I was, first off, happy Halloween everyone, you know. I already started.
Oh, you should have told me.
No, why would I tell you? That's like spoiling the surprise.
Fuck you even playing.
Hey man, I'm playing stuff. That's all you need to know.
We'll go ahead with your ghost story. I'm sure everyone wants to hear it.
I will. They totally want to hear my Halloween spit. I forget how to roll in this game. I'm dead. Right, well anyway guys, fucking... So, my first ghost story is when I was a Wayne and I was 5 years old and I was at my granny's house. Fucking... I walked by a window and then when I walked by the window there's a big bastard black shadow.
Sorry, I'm ruining it.
Yeah, it's that fucking game. So yeah, I walked by the fucking window and I saw a black evil shadow and I saw that it scared me half to death. So I left the fucking... I went round downstairs to my granny and was like, Granny, I saw an evil shadow. Oh, the shadow is so evil. Oh.
Right.
And then when I went, and then years later, I've not seen the thing, but fucking years later.
You not keep in touch with the shadows?
No, man. But years later, you know, it came back. Like I don't know if I was dreaming, but I felt like I wasn't dreaming, but it was a dream. And then that shadow guy that I saw when I was young, I don't know how to fucking roll. That's how I roll well too, right? So the shadow came back, and they had a big. It was basically just the Grim Reaper. At least that's what I think it was. It was the Grim Reaper, and it pointed its fucking horn at me, and it was like, "Here, mate, look at my horn. It's got a sick moon tattoo on it, doesn't it?" And I was like, "Oh, that's cool, Grim Reaper." And then he punched me in the face, and I woke up from my dream, and I was so mad. And I've always been like, "Come back, ya bastard." Like, he's never come back though, and I hate him for that. He's never fucking returned.
So basically, you are punched by the Grim Reaper, you woke up, and you've never dreamed of him again.
Yep.
That's not really a ghost story though.
I don't know, it's pretty ghosty. It's Grim Reaper, man. That's...
The Grim Reaper, you know, wasn't busy that day and decided to, you know, get in your dreams?
Yeah, he fucking decided. And then I had a dream, right? And I know this kind of isn't a ghost story, but it kinda is, because it kind of involved a ghost. When I was like 3 years old, and I was well, of course I'm 3 years old. I'm a little baby at this time, right? And I was in my house, which I don't live in anymore. Like my house was a big flat, and for some reason I wasn't sleeping. Like I was in this cradle. Because I was still a shit wee Wayne. Actually, why? Yeah, why would I be in a cradle at 3? Fuck's sake! But point was.
Should've been in your race car, babe.
Oh fuck's sake! Aye. Oh, was it? I did actually own that race car thing. Like those really cool cars that you put your feet in and they like you run and they're so crap. Damn.
All of those things as well.
Yeah, but oh yeah, this as the story was going on. So I woke up at the middle of the night and I couldn't move, and I was like, "Mom, are you there? Mom, Dad, are you there?" And they didn't say it to me. However, a door opened. and fucking like the door opened and I saw this shadowy figure look at me. Now, at the time, I thought it was a ghost. However, after years of reevaluating what happened, I have a weird feeling it was my granny. Right?
No, like, I thought you were gonna say, like, you know, in 20 years' time, I'm sure my father will tell me at one point, you know that time you had a shadowy figure in your room? Aye, that was me, putting my jacket over my head and trying to spook you.
Aye. But, no, but that's the thing, is that, like, it looked like my granny, but it was really dark and black, and it was, like, late at night, and nobody was awake. So I'm like, why did my granny sneak into my fucking house at the age of 3?
Banana smoothies or whatever.
Oh no, it's a different granny. It's not that granny.
Alright, it's the granny you didn't like as much as the one that made you milkshakes.
Oh, aye, totally, man.
I don't know. I don't have 2 grannies.
Yeah, man. Well, my other granny's called my nana, so there you go. If you want to be a specific dick about it.
That's weird. I guess that makes sense though in a way. Like you wouldn't call like, oh, there's Auntie 1 and Auntie 2. You usually call Auntie something and Auntie other something.
Aye. But yeah, that was a big thing. But then I had a weird dream where so there was this Halloween mask that my fucking, like, I remember it specifically because my dad went to the shop and bought it just to scare me because he's an arsehole. And I was like still the same age at this time, and I had a dream where he came out of the mirror wearing that mask, and I thought he was the devil. And my dad, I thought he was the devil. And basically I was like not very I was like, he came in the mirror and for some reason he dragged my mother into the mirror and left me there, and I'm watching like the fucking I'm watching, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But I'm watching like him inside the mirror and he's talking to this other devil guy and he's wearing a shit mask as well. And then they're saying, what are we going to do about the kid? Leave the kid. He's not worth it. And then I'm like, why are they talking about me?
In your dream, you know, you'd probably never say what we're going to do with your son or what we're going to do with, you know, Rez. You know, in your head it was like, oh, this is like a movie scene, so they would be saying kid, wouldn't they?
Aye.
Usually in a dream you never really feel it's you. Like, I think in my dream, I don't really have a good look at myself. I'm sure I'm just like, it's me, but fucking that guy looks nothing like me, probably.
Oh, I can purchase this costume for like a 10 million. Aye, but like that's the
5 seconds to look at it.
Yep. Oh, it's not even going to show you. Can I upgrade? Do I have any points? No, I don't. Great. Let's go back to the title because I can't.
This looks way worse than on Chambara.
Hey man, there's a story, but I don't care about it because this isn't about the game. It's about my shit ghost.
I have a story too, but you know, at least it's got hardcore sex appeal.
Oh yeah, man. But yeah, and then let's move on to the dream that kind of. Well, I didn't really have that good of a school rep anyway, but I kind of tarnished my school reputation with this. Primary school? Oh, high school. Like, I don't know. Yeah, well,
I don't remember tarnishing your rep.
So, when I was at the age of...
that time you put the bins on fire, that was terrible.
I fucking wish I did that. But, like, when I was 13 and I was, like, fucking beginning school, they were... Oh, no, that wasn't what... Okay, it kinda was in high school, but it was, like, primary school still, but it was fucking the last year of it, and it was the final thing that you could do in school. And they were like, yo, man... go to this field trip where you'll stay at this castle for like 4 days or some shit. And I was like, oh man.
Was that castle?
Yes.
When you said the Wayne's Black Pudding?
The what?
Black Pudding.
Aye, what about it?
Isn't that the castle that they fed all the Wayne's Black Pudding because they were like, we're famous for our black pudding, and everyone, because I never went on that school trip, it was like last week of primary school or something, and they were like, you gotta go, and I was like, no.
Okay, I honestly don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, but...
Well, I'm imagining it's the same castle. Cause
yeah, it's the same castle anyway, right? It was the thing that combined all the schools together. All the fannies that were going to go into the same high school.
I could have seen you there, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, totally, man. I'd probably hate you if I seen you there, because you know what's quite funny. I'd like
start talking about Star Wars games.
You know what's quite funny about like that fucking trip? Like I had a massive rivalry with Alan in that school trip.
Wait, which Alan? There's two.
The gay one.
Tall Alan or small Alan?
The gay one.
They're both a bit gay.
The small one then.
He's not. Wait, he's not gay.
Ah, yes, he pumped Mr. Affleck in the arse.
On the bikes all the time.
I don't know.
That's tall Alan.
That's no tall Alan. That's small Alan.
Small Alan.
No, he's not.
Small Alan's the guy that rides a bike and does BMX.
Are we?
He hands it with Sean all the time. Sean went SEAM.
You spelled his name!
It doesn't matter if I spell it the name, I'm not saying the surname, so it's fine.
Aye, but anyway, fucking yeah, right, back to the main story, right? At this castle, aye, gay Alan, the only one that pumped the guy in the arse. Right?
Yes, the tall one.
He hung out with Victoria. Oh no, did he? Whatever, right. Point is, the story is, right, so he went to the castle, fucking, this castle place. Totally, man. Totally. But, we went to this castle, and there was basically a day where, so things started disappearing, right? And the things that were disappearing were phones. Because some cunt was going through the bags and stealing phones, and everybody knew who it was, because I actually found out who it was, and that person got fucking kicked from the trip. You don't remember her. But like I can tell you right now, you probably 100% don't remember who her.
No, I see her first name. I don't remember her first name.
Cara.
Nah, I don't remember her.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so the things were disappearing, and basically this everybody was getting pissed, and you know, we had dorms, we had the boys' dorm and girls' dorms and stuff, and
that third dorm that no one went to, but you wondered who would go in there.
Yeah, exactly. But in my boys' dorm, right, it's fucking scary when nobody's in there. Like, if you're there yourself, it's fucking scary as shit in that fucking place. So, when I was down, I had the opportunity to be in that place by myself. Okay. And I think I was getting changed. Yeah, I was getting changed, right? And I looked behind me when I was getting changed, and I saw a ghost, like, it basically peeped out the corner, and it was watching me, and I was like, why does that ghost look like that school kid? Right? Because the ghost's fucking face looked exactly like somebody I knew, but the problem was he was completely white. Like, he was pale as fuck, and I was scared, and I was like, I'm gonna get dressed quickly, okay? And then I looked back and he was gone, and I was like, what the? And then I told, like, fucking Mr. Kelly that, and then Mr. Kelly's, you are such a fanny, and then Mr. Kelly told everybody everybody, and then everyone was like calling me, "Hey, Ghost Boy, what's going on, Ghost Boy? You like fucking talking shit about ghosts?" I.
Oh, fucking ghost. No one even called you Ghost Boy though, like that. They forgot that.
No, they actually remembered that, because I remember in fucking second year, like I brought that up, they were talking about fucking the thing, and then I was like, don't talk about me, don't talk about me, and then Mr. Kelly was like, aye, you know, he saw a ghost. Everybody was calling him Ghost Boy and taking the piss out of him. And I was like, yeah. And that was the day that I made a fatal mistake. Because even though I am sure 100% I saw a ghost that day, fucking, like, nobody believed me. And now I am known as Ghost Boy.
Oh.
And that was on my first day of fucking high school. I had to live with that shame. There was no recovering from it.
Except if I knew about the Ghost Boy story, I probably wouldn't have been friends with you.
Oh, aye, man, but you know, you've got that mermaid story, so it evens out.
I mean, that mermaid story, I didn't even get to start that. That was just told in like the second year, and it was something that happened in primary school. I'll talk about that some other time. No, that's not what the point of this stream is.
Yeah, it's not. But
It's not about me, it's about you.
And so then, after that one, I didn't really have any other ghost experiences in the real world. Instead, I have a lot of dream ghost experiences that make me question who I am as a person. And phyco already knows this. He knows that I have weird sex dreams with ghosts.
I wasn't really going to mention that in this stream, but yeah, you have weird sex dreams with ghosts.
I do.
What's up with that?
Like, and I have weird sex dreams with my favourite YouTubers who are fucking ghost hunters. And they're like...
Wait, that just sounds like you're having weird sex dreams with YouTubers that are ghost hunting.
Now I'll explain that story, right? So, in my dream...
There's the one with Nova.
No, shut up, don't say that!
Because I had a dream with Nova as well, I told you, but it wasn't as good.
Aye.
Yeah, there's no embarrassed.
But, point was, so the dream in this was, for some reason I worked with this YouTuber, and I worked with his entire crew, and for some fucking reason, I was the cameraman, and they were like, yo man, you want to be part of our crew, you got to be the cameraman, do what we say. And then we went in this scary forest, and as we were in this scary forest, for some reason the ghost attacked them, and then they got shoved on top of a tree. We had the tree spikes up their arses, and that's what I specifically envisioned in my dream. I don't know why, but that happened. And then the ghost girl came for me, and I started making out with the ghost girl, and then I took her into this house, and then I was like, yeah man, that's it. Me and this ghost girl are getting it on. It's like, oh man.
If I can, like, I never had a dream like that, but if I can just, it's not a short one, but I did have a dream that was quite crap, where it was a zombie apocalypse. I'm on my way to high school. I climb over the gate because it's closed, and there's a girl there, and I help her over the gate, and then we talk for a bit, and then I leave. And that was sort of the end of the dream, and it's like, but I knew it was a zombie apocalypse, even though it seemed like a fairly normal scenario. Like, she was normal, she was fine, we left, and I was like, what? That was crap, I didn't get any of that.
What about that?
My dreams just sort of end like crap.
I mean, I kind of have a dream like that, but it was an invisible man and not a ghost, so I don't know if I can talk about that one.
It's horror.
It's not horror.
Isn't a ghost only stream? You can talk about scary
Well, yeah,
stuff.
I can tell about scary dreams, but that wasn't a scary dream. That was a weird sex dream that, for some reason, I had a ghost driver or an invisible man driver that drove me about the place. And then you were in that dream, and you were a postman.
No, I wasn't that. No, that was new lore, wasn't it?
No, that was part of the fucking dream. You were there.
A postman.
Ah, you were. That's how the joke started.
I thought the joke just started because, you know, fucking, I don't know, you just thought me. Oh yeah, it was how it started because you said that I owned the red box or something.
Yeah, and you kicked me down it, you fucking cunt. You said,
Yeah.
here, check the insides, man. Have you ever wanted to see what's inside there? It's amazing. And then you're like, alright, now put your face
I know
in.
you would realize that because I know you've never seen inside those things.
Yeah, and then put your face in it, and then I put my face right in it, and then you kicked me down the thing, and it was like fucking Halloween Town, and I got fucking transported to some shit, and I woke up, and I was
The
like,
world
no.
of letters.
Yep. But yeah, point was, and then I had a dumb ghost dream where I was in that house. I was in the house already, and you know the ghost was attacking me. And then out of nowhere, some guy chapped the door and the ghost attacked him. And then when it came back, it started making out with me instead of attacking me. And I was like, what did attacking that guy make it horny? Is that what ghosts like? Is that why the Grudge attacks people for sex pleasure?
Is this why you like Dustbin of Amnesia?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, that may have been before it, honestly. I fucking Dustbin of Amnesia was a while ago, and I watched that shit back in like high school. Playing that opening all the time.
Oh aye.
Right next to Shiki, and I'm like, yeah, it's equally good. I never really have scary dreams or scary stories or anything. The scariest thing I ever got told as a Wayne, by other Waynes, was like, oh, in one of their fields, you know, that's where they bury the homeless people. And they're like, there's little like mounds of dirt that look a bit risen, and they say like, oh, there's
Oh yeah, you told me that
homeless
shit.
people.
Fucking, you know,
Yeah.
fucking.
But here's the thing, that's believable to me as a Wayne. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, it's not a normal person dying, it's a homeless person. That, I could believe that. And
Let
they're
me
buried
tell
there,
you
and
a fucking story about like one of my old friends. He's not my friend anymore. He was my friend in primary school. But let me tell you about a shit story that he fucking told me when I was younger. And it's the stupidest story ever. And I was like, you're such a lying fanny. Like, you're not even funny, right? And it was... So, for some reason, he was talking about Dementors, and he was talking about, yo, you know Dementors are real, dude? You know they're real? And I was like, aye, are they? Yeah, you want to know the story of what happened to me with my Dementor experience? And I was like, oh, please tell me. And then, fucking, he starts talking about it. And what happened was, for some reason, this story revolved around the Samurai Jack video game. Right? So, he was talking about how, yo, I had this Samurai Jack video game, man. And I was like, yeah? He's like, yeah, man, I did. And then he talked about how, now, for some reason, the Dementor took the Samurai Jack video game away from me. And I was like, oh yeah, why did it do that? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'm sure you don't. And then he told me it took it to the scrapyard that had a bunch of buses and fucking trucks and that. I was like, that's very specific. Yeah, it was. It was weird. So he did that, and while they were there, fucking, the Dementor puts the Samurai Jack video game on a seat in the bus, and then it leaves, and he goes up to it, picks up the Samurai Jack video game, and then he's like, alright, I've got the Samurai Jack video game, now I just have to get...
He went all that way to the junkyard or whatever, chased the Dementor for his Samurai Jack video game.
Yeah,
he really liked it.
he liked that PS2 video game, man.
I mean, I've never even seen footage of that PS2 video
It's
game.
actually fine, like, it's actually a fine game.
It sounds fine, but I can't imagine it's like incredible. Like, I think a good Samurai Jack video game would be like a very artistic, like Okami sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's more about the art in that, I think.
It is.
But yeah, sorry, go on.
But,
Yeah, I think
so when we were there, well, he was there. Why am I saying me? I wasn't there. He was there, and he got the Samurai Jack video game. He's like, alright.
Dementor and you stole his Samurai Jack PS.
No. And then he was like, and then he told me this, and then, bro, when I picked up that game, the Dementor came right at me, and I saw its face. Its face! And I was like, oh yeah, describe the face for me. It's got a big nose! And I was like, aye, does it? It's got a big nose, and it's got fucking one eye, and then it had the most evilest smile, and as it looked at me, it looked right into my soul, and it was sucking me dry. I dropped my Samurai Jack video game as he was sucking me, and then fucking like, the Dementor stopped, picked up the game, and said, "You're no getting this." Right? And then he's like, I decided to leave the scrapyard that day. I left without my Samurai Jack video game. And I was like, yeah, is that the story? Aye, man. You want me to tell you the other?
And I don't have that game anymore, so can I borrow your copy? I'm gonna elaborate the story just for that.
Yeah. But it also had another fucking shit thing, and that was... Oh fuck. Yeah, but yeah, I do. But oh, it's got...
It's just waves.
Well, to be fair, it's got like it's an indie game, and it actually controls fine. Like that's better than most things.
It's like clickbait.
But oh my god, it's so hard to dodge that. But yeah, and then he said, "You want me to tell you my other Dementor experiences? Like you have 2 Dementor experiences?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." And he was like, "All right, so why don't you tell me about the second one?" I was at the park, and I was like, "Aye, the park." Fuck's sake, I'm going to die. I'm actually going to die and get really mad. All right, there we go. Did I get points for this at least? Can I level up? If you hit the L...
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine, that's better. Anyway, yeah, and he'd said, I was at the park, and my mate told me, "Here mate, come over." Come over. It was like, so I went over to my mate, and when I looked back,
for some reason I might think there was a Dementor on the swing.
It is! That's what happened! The Dementor is on the swing! It's on the swing!
He's like moving up and down.
Yeah, it's on the swing and it's fucking swinging, and he's like, "Yo bro," and then that Dementor, its face was full of terror as it was swinging. It wouldn't stop looking at me. And then as I left the park, I could see that it was trying to follow me. So I ran for it. And I was like, alright, what happened after that? Nothing. So is that the end of the story? Aye, mate.
Totally.
It was like, right, great, mate, get out my house. You talk such shit. Oh, Boys TV! No, that doesn't exist anymore.
These like sort of moments when you talk. Or are you focusing too much?
No, I don't know what you're saying about that, because it wasn't with me and Colin.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, whenever you do these fucking talk videos, it's called Boys TV, steal the name, and then it's like, yeah, that's what happened when we talk about stories in the past.
Yeah, he'll fucking like, well, Mr. Kelly will give me copyright infringement for my videos if I do that. And then I'll be like, "Yo, when's Shout Party coming back?"
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah. People go watch Shout Party and send millions of messages to him saying, "When's Shout Party coming back? When's the resurrectioning happen?" But yeah, and then I've got fucking the other fucking story that's not a ghost story. It's kind of a ghost story, but it's not. So it does have ghosts in it, but that wasn't the main part of the story. And what happened was, in this story, this was me in nursery, right? Now, for you American people who are fucking weirdos, nursery is when you're like a baby and you're at school, right? Because they don't have...
They don't even have, like, primary school in America.
Yeah, they don't. They're weirdos.
So like, you should have been doing that.
Fuck!
Like, nursery just for the ones that are 3 to 5.
Yep. 3 to well, yeah, 3 to 5. You're right, actually.
I think it's 3 to 5.
But point was, that's the thing. And I had a dream where my class was on a field trip and it was raining really heavily and it was evil and it was dark and stormy and everything. And what basically happened was I got separated from the group and there was this tunnel at my street and this tunnel was full of dead bodies. And for some reason I went down there and some guy that looks like a janitor that's fucking mopping the bodies away. And I didn't talk to him because he didn't talk to me. I was like, alright, do your thing, man. But then I saw Mr. Kelly. And Mr. Kelly was dead. And I went up to him. And I was like, oh no, my friend, he's dead. Oh no. And then as soon as I touched him, he tried to bite me because he was a zombie bastard. And I was like, and then I was like, oh no. And then the janitor came over and smacked him. And he was like, Arr.
I mean, if he was a zombie, you could have just went into an open field and you'd be safe.
No, what happened was I went into the fucking tunnel that he was in. Like, I ran inside the tunnel past the janitor and everything. And when I was down there, I fell through an elevator shaft and lived. I don't know how, I guess it's just dream bullshit. And when I was down in the elevator tunnel, Casper's brothers were there. Like,
or they aren't his brothers or his uncles.
Well, whatever. Point is, they were there. And they started chasing me up the elevator shaft because I had to climb the ladder. Oh, for fuck's sake, that's me dead again. Right, and I had to climb this ladder, and they were chasing me, and then I was like, oh no, Casper's fucking uncles, his mad uncles are coming to get me. Oh no. And then, they fucking came up, and then they grabbed me, and I woke up, and I was like, was the dream about zombies or ghosts? I don't get it. Why did I dream about shit like this? Even back then. Fuck, that... What is that? Point is, I'm getting mad at this game because I don't understand the dodge.
Yeah, I'll see it in 10 seconds, don't worry.
It's 10 seconds? Oh yeah, right.
Oh, you did a weird phone.
Yeah. But, as I was saying, fucking... That's kind of the gist of the ghost stories, is like, I have sex with ghosts, I get scared. Oh no, I didn't tell about the best one! The blonde boy.
Oh yes, the blonde boy, that's a good one.
That is a good one. Because
that's the one you're going to tell your grandwains and they'll be like, oh, Grandpa Rezzezz.
Oh, you senile old bastard.
That's why you're in the hole.
Yep.
That's why Mummy doesn't let us visit you anymore.
Yep. And basically, I was in a dream where I was in my dad's car, and fucking this blonde cunt was on the driver's seat, and he was my age, and at that age I was like 16, he was 16 at that time. I think we were 16, I don't know. Yeah, bit weird. And then there was a ball in the back seat, and he was like, yo bro, don't look at that ball. Oh, fuck off. Don't look at that ball, man. And I was like, why? If you look at that ball, the ghost of it will the ghost of it will come out, and it will fucking hunt you down and kill you. And I was like, oh aye, I'm sure it will. And then I looked behind, and then this big ghost face came out the ball, and then it started chasing me. He was like, run man, you've woken up the ghost. And I was like, oh no. And it chased me all the way through my fucking area, and I went to McDonald's to hide from it. And
I didn't know you had a McDonald's in here.
No, I don't. Like, I ran to fucking, you know, where McDonald's is.
Oh right, so you went out of your area, went to my area to go to McDonald's?
To hide from it. And then when I was there, that blonde prick was there as well. He was getting a McDonald's, and I was like, why are you fucking hiding in the same place as me? Don't you know? Ghosts don't like McDonald's. I was like, that is amazing. I never knew this technique before. Ghosts hate McDonald's. Aye, man. Now I know how to beat ghosts. And then we stayed there and we just saw the ghost outside and it was looking at us really pissed off. And we were like, oh, you're gonna get us. You're gonna get us. And then the blonde cunt was an arsehole because he pushed me out and the ghost grabbed me and I hated him for it. Like he was like, hey man, I can't stay there forever. One of us has to die. It's like, why do I need to die? It's my dream.
It's a good simple story, you know. Meet one kid in a car, don't know why he's driving your dad's car. See ball in the back, it's got a ghost in it, tells you not to look at it, you look at it, leave, and you run away for miles. Go to McDonald's, he's there as well, ordering a Happy Meal. You get a Big Mac and you're waiting in there, then he pushes you outside the doors. And then, you know, he's like eating his Happy Meal and he's got a toy and you're like, oh, I wanted a toy.
Yep.
I've not seen a Happy Meal toy in years. Like, I've not even seen what they advertise as a toy right now.
I don't know either. Probably a Marvel movie or some shit.
Aye, for that new, you get free Black Panther action figures. Make Wakanda great again.
Yeah. Oh! But basically, that was
the trailer for Batman v Superman.
And then I had one last dream that involved kind of a monster, but it wasn't a monster. It was like, I had a dream where my brother fell out the window, and it was a high window, but he landed quite fine. Like, he was fine where he was. And fucking, as he was there, I was like, hey man, fucking brother, get back in here. And he's like, no, and he ran off. And I was like, man, he's pretty strong for a guy that fell out a window. It's only fucking 8, man. Chip off the old block. But then my mom was like, you need to go find your brother now. And I was like, fine, I'll go look for him. But for some reason I lived in Linwood. Oh! I have revealed the location.
That's fine, they'll never find Linwood.
They totally won't. Especially not in Canada. Like, Canada's hard to find Linwood in Canada.
Oh yeah.
But like, I was in that place anyway, and I kept asking people, have you seen my brother? And they were like, hey man, we saw him, he went down that way. And for some reason, in the place as we spoke of, it was weird, because it had metal blocks everywhere, and it didn't look like it's the place it should be.
No,
but
actually they've started fitting in those big metal blocks in Linwood, you know, it's a nice little artistic thing.
Yeah,
we're
totally.
at Tesco now, so you know, we're getting up.
But point was, is as I was there, I kept asking people for directions, and these were weird people. These were fucking weirdos. Like, thank God I didn't see Postman fucking Phyco Danny there. Like, Postman Phyco Danny's a scary cunt. But
I mean, I'm not going to deny that. If I do get the postage rights, I'm going to be quite weird.
Yeah.
People might not be getting their post, and some people might be getting too much of their post.
Some people might get fucking Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm in there.
Exactly.
And then their parents will see it and they'll be super embarrassed about it.
We're not really embarrassed. Suspicious, mostly.
But, yeah. And as I was there, I basically asked people. And then there was a creepy cunt that was like, hey man, I saw your brother. He's being chased by a snake. And I was like, oh, he's being chased by a snake. Aye, a snake. I was like, where did you see the snake? Down the street. run to him. And I ran to him and I actually saw the snake he was talking about. It was the snake and my brother was inside it. And it was like a cartoon type of thing. You know, like when a character gets eaten by a snake in a cartoon, you can see them like
the outline of someone's body and the ribs or whatever.
Yeah, and then he was like, oh, don't worry brother, I'll save you. He's like, no, I'm actually quite fine in here. I was like, you're no staying inside that snake. No, me and him are best pals. He gave me a home and everything. At least I don't fall out of the window when I'm here. It's like, fuck up. But, point was, I had to kill that snake. But I was shit scared of... No, I was shit scared of the snake. Like, I was really terrified of this snake. But I was like, I have to save my brother somehow. Right? So I started throwing rocks at the snake to try and kill it, and then the snake was like, and it ran away from me. And when I say ran, I mean it fucking sprinted. Like imagine a snake that can actually sprint by fucking crawling. Like the fastest thing you've ever seen. I was like, oh no! And then I got a phone call from my mom, and she was saying, where's your brother? I was like, don't worry about it, Mom. I'm trying to get my brother. So I chased him, and some guy that had a rainbow coat on was like, here mate, I saw that snake go in there. I was like, oh thank you. At least now I can finally save him. He's like, but you'll need this! And he pulled out a fucking sword. And he was like, what you got? Why'd you give me this sword? He's like, oh, don't worry, mate. You'll know when to use it when the time comes. And I was like, well, yeah. And then when I go there, the snake's there, but the snake's doing that annoying thing where it's like twirling around one fucking place.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, like how snakes can rail up poles and stuff. Like it's doing that shit thing that you see in games and that.
Fair enough, I get you.
Yeah, but as I was there, so I had to make a decision. I was like, alright, I've got to either throw the sword or climb up to it. For some reason, I climbed up to the snake. And when I climbed up to the snake was like, hiss, hiss. And I was like, oh aye, come on snake, I'm gonna take you fucking down with me. Like, I hit the snake with it, and it chopped off the snake's head, and my brother fell onto the ground, and he was like, you killed my mate, and then my brother pushed the pole down that I was on, and it killed me, and I woke up, and I was like, I don't know if what's wrong with me? Like, how come every dream I'm in, I either get physically hurt or killed at the end of it? Like, what's the problem with that? And then you had your shit ghost story where you fucking for some reason called me Dee Dee.
That's not a ghost story, there wasn't any ghosts in it.
I remember you specifically talking about how Mr. Kelly was a zombie in a haunted mansion, and fucking I don't know, man.
Kelly, I've only dreamed of you once.
I don't know, I remember some vague fucking stories coming from the old
I'll tell the fucking DVD joke, just to retell it.
Aye.
Well, it's a dream joke, but it's like a bit of both, I guess. So yeah, alright, I get this dream. I'm at Disneyland. Disneyland is a theme park that because I've never been to Disneyland, my family didn't take me there. So it's just some place that's a park, that's a theme park. And I walk in there and there's a huge queue for lunch. I don't know what the lunch is, it's like burgers or some shit. I'm there with like 4 other people from school. I say 4, but only I know 2 of them, and 2 of the others just seem like they're from school. And then they're like, alright, well let's wait in the queue together. Aye, alright, okay. And we're going in our line, and then there's a guy in front of us, he's quite tall, and he's about 10 years older than us. And for some reason we start talking to him, and it's Vince Vaughn, the actor. And then Vince Vaughn Vince Vaughn, the actor, who I've never really had much of a relationship with, is like, hey, you guys getting burgers? And we're like, aye. Yeah, I'll get you some. On you go. So he's ahead of his line, so he's gonna get the burgers for us. He waits in the queues for an hour later or something like that. And he comes back, and he's like, alright, cheeseburger, like double cheeseburger, bacon burger, and like a fucking chicken sandwich. And then I'm there, and I'm like, where's my double cheeseburger? He's like, oh, sorry man, I forgot about yours. And then he's now like sort of become the new Daniel in the group. So he's hanging out with them as a replacement for me, and I'm not getting to hang out with them anymore. So I leave. I'm quite upset. I didn't get my burger and I lost my pal. And then I meet you, and you're not really with anyone. I don't know. Maybe you were with someone, and I talked to you. But you were like at a bench or something. And you were so like weird because I talked to you and I'm like, Vince Vaughn stole my cheeseburger and my pals. and then you go, oh man, who was that? No wait, who was that again? Yeah, no, sorry, you didn't say anything. I said, oh man, who is that guy that betrayed Jesus? I feel like Jesus. And you were like, oh yeah, that guy, Dee and I'm like, aye! Dee stole my burger!
Oh man!
Judas is Dee in my head now. And that was it. You didn't even have a point in that story, you were just there for the, like, to answer that question for me.
I feel like I was a crackhead in your story.
I don't know, it's a pretty nerdy thing to say.
Yeah. But like that's the same. That's like maybe the lore is I'm a crackhead in your dreams, and in my dreams you're a postman.
Well, you're a crackhead in my dream.
Yeah, one dream. I've only dreamed one dream of you as well. And then I had a weird dream where I dreamt of other people from school, but I never did anything with them. It was like the most stupidest, blandest thing ever. Like I went to school, I went to class, that was the dream. I talked to that person, that's what happened. Except for that weird time where it was a girl that I never knew. Like I never even knew who this girl was. And I had a dream that, but it was inside our high school. The location was the high school. But for some reason, I'm talking to this girl, and she's like, oh man, I'm new here. Can you show me around? And I was like, oh sure. I take her to the staircase that's like 5 meters away, and we sit down and I talk to her for like an hour. And I don't even remember what we talked about, but I know it was a very long time. And I was like, why? Like, I told her that I would show her around. I never showed her around at all. Like, I'm not...
That's hard mute, let's have a seat.
But, pretty much, I think, like, the whole thing was, I was talking to her, and I was saying, oh, hen, man, oh, that was... Is that the dream? I don't know if that... I might be combining dreams here, but I was, like, talking to her, and then for some reason, I'm on the school bus. These are probably 2 different dreams. But okay, fuck it. Yeah, but that's kind of what happened in that dream. But I was on a school bus, and Mr. Kelly was talking to me, and he was saying, "Here, mate, why do you like that bird?" And I'm like, "What bird? You know what bird?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know what bird. What bird are you talking about? Come on, that bird from Paisley." Why do you like that bird? And I was like, who are you talking about exactly? He's like, I don't know what her name is. I don't know who you're referring to. And he's like, hi, sure you don't, asshole. And I was like, getting the cold shoulder treatment from him. As if I...
when your dream is like, I won't answer your question for you. So it's like, if you ask a question in your dream, you're not getting an answer because you don't know the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say she's from Paisley, that's not gonna make you think her name.
Aye, but what happened was, the bus that usually takes us home took me into Paisley. And then fucking Mr. Kelly said to me, here's your stop, mate. And he shut the door on me. And I was like, I don't know why he's doing this.
Shoved out the doors and pushed out the doors by a lot of your friends.
Like, I don't know why he's doing this to me. Like, what, did he like this girl? Is that why he's mad? And then that girl who I supposedly liked is there, and she's like, "Hey, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in like 2 days." And I was like, I've never fucking seen you in my life.
Yeah, what's up? You're at fucking school.
Aye. And I was like, I've never fucking seen you in my life. And she's like, you have, don't be silly. You know, we've been dating for a good solid 3 years now. And I was like, 3 years? 3 fucking years? And now Mr. Kelly's making a deal about it. How long has he been making a deal about this relationship that I've apparently been in?
And you never did a paisley bird. You know better than that.
Aye, man, totally. It's all about those fucking Taiwan birds.
No, it's all about those air shinies.
Oh yeah, those ones.
Yeah.
But
I don't eat that much.
feckin'. Aye, but like the thing was, so like, I talked to the girl and we was like, let's go get ice cream, man. And I was like, alright, sure. So we go get ice cream. And then fucking as we get ice cream, Mr. Kelly is the guy that's selling ice cream. He's selling ice cream to us. And I was like, weren't you just on the bus, mate? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who do you think I am?
Can I say something that's real for a second while I remember it? You know that guy in Paisley that always sells ice cream in the summer?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
Why does he have like a puppet? He has like a puppet of like a and it's like he waves it around and makes it dance a little bit to attract Wayne to the ice cream thing. And it's like, mate, I'm not like, come on. And the parents are like, oh, do you want to go to the ice cream man with the dancing puppet? And I'm like, no. This get ice cream? Why are you advertising the puppet? And it's good ice cream, don't get me wrong, it's nice.
Aye.
And he seems like an alright guy, but...
See, what about the cunt that owns the flower shop though? Like, what about him? I don't
know anything about that guy.
Like, that guy's scary to me because he has a new fucking kid with him every week. Every time I'm there, it's always some new guy that's working for him, and they're usually like fucking 13. And I was like, I don't like this guy.
I never really look at the flower shop, no honesty.
I do, because I'm always curious what he's planning. But, point was, the dream that's happening, so we go there, and then I was like, oh man, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, I don't know who you're talking about. I don't even know you, mate. And I was like, no, you do know me, I know it's you. And then my bird's like, who's this guy? And I was like, he's a guy I know from school.
Yeah, like he's my friend, we've been friends for longer than you.
Yeah, and then she's like, I've never met him before. And I was like, oh yeah. Do you go to our school then? He's like, yeah, I do. You should know that, I've been in all your classes. Even fucking home ec. And I'm like, I didn't take home ec back then. What are you talking about, hen?
I did.
No, I didn't. I took home ec until 4th year and I stopped. And this was at the age where I was like 16. I was like, hey, hen.
You never had it like 1st and 2nd year. I think you're probably forced to do that.
Aye.
But I think I remember you. Actually, I don't know if we were in the same home ec class.
But that's what was happening. But the point was, it's like, so do you want ice cream or no? And she's like, oh yeah, give me a strawberry cone. And I was like, don't you mean a strawberry ice cream?
If it's your bird, she'd order a strawberry cone.
Aye, definitely.
It's your dream, and everyone orders strawberry cones.
Yep.
They're fucking arseholes.
And then I said to him, alright, I'll take a plain cone. Like, I'll have a vanilla cone.
That's good.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, vanilla's my favourite. Like, fuck strawberry when it comes to ice cream. I love vanilla cones.
Yeah, because vanilla will go with anything.
So,
and vanilla.
Kelly gives my bird the strawberry cone, and then he gives me the vanilla cone. But then he's like, oh, wait a minute, here mate, try the secret sauce on it. And then he puts secret sauce on my cone, and I was like, alright, what's this going to do to me? He's like, oh, don't worry about it, it's just going to make the ice cream taste better, I promise. And then he looked at me with a really evil grin, like, this is the type of grin he would make if we caught you watching Blood Lad. Right? And it's like, alright, sure. And then my bird's like, oh mate, aren't you going to eat your cone? And then I was like, why do I want to eat my cone? Like, well, I guess I will eat my cone, just give me a second then. It's roasting out here. And then she starts eating her fucking ice cream. And then she's being a bitch because she's shoving the ice cream right in her mouth. She's not licking it, it's right in her fucking mouth. It's like fucking lipstick. She's like, oh, check it out. Go ahead, eat your ice cream. So I eat my ice cream, I wake up.
What a good flavour. It wakes you up from dreams. It's like fucking the Matrix shooting the blue pill.
Well, that's the thing. Mr. Kelly killed me. That's the only thing I can think that happened.
That's really bleak. I don't think I've really heard that story before. At least I never heard that part, I think.
Nah, I don't think I've actually told you this, because there's a bunch of old dreams that I have of school people, but I don't really usually tell them because I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, my dreams are quite shitty in comparison. Because my dreams are usually, like, the worst ones I can ever get are like 2-minute dreams, which is me waking up, me looking at my table on my right, and there's like £50 notes there, and I'm like, oh yes! And then I wake up and I look in the same place and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake! I thought it was real, but you know, I did have a weird dream where I was like an archaeologist, and I was like with someone, I don't know, some fucking woman assistant, you know, the typical, and I'm like in Egypt or something, in a pyramid or something. I don't really know because I'm only looking at it from the inside, and I'm digging and I'm digging and I'm digging and stuff, and I fall through this hole, and I'm like, it's like a square hole, and I'm like holding on with my arm sticking out, like oh, I'm falling, and my assistant's just looking at me, and I tell her, pick me up, she picks me up, and then once I get up, I immediately fall back down again in the same position, and I'm like, you didn't pick me up well enough, and like that was pretty much the dream, because it's like, it doesn't get any further than that. Because obviously, like, there's a common thing where if you fall in your dream, and you have that feeling of like, you know, heavy gravity and like falling down, and you go up. Because I've had some scary fucking dreams of me like at the top of my stairs, and then me just jumping right down on the very top to make like a large leaping distance, and it's so fucking creepy. I hate it because I wake up and I've got like tears in my eye, and I'm like, oh no. Not like this. And I mean, I guess I should say this as well. I don't give a fuck about ghosts or anything. Like, I don't think you believe in ghosts now.
I do believe in ghosts. I've had ghost experience, man.
I guess, but like I've never had ghost experience, so I don't believe in ghosts. Because I've been more scared of real things, I guess, like Neds and dead homeless people.
Dead homeless people are quite scary.
It is scary. When you're a kid and you don't know shit. Like, I'm not even scared of the guy that's killing the homeless people, I'm scared of dead homeless people. And like, I guess spiders are a natural fear as well, and then obviously, you know, you got movie fears. And then you got that Harry Potter Chamber of Secret fear.
Oh yeah, man.
Which is, you know, also related to the Harry Potter Chamber of Secret PS2 game fear, which is, you know, walking around that bookshop. Fuck that. Scary ass fucking bookkeeper is like a bastard.
What about that scary fucking hall monitor? Like, all the hall
home
monitors are scary because of
they
the
are
"Oh, we caught
that
you!"
moment, that moment is just scary for me, just because it's like, oh no, it's the beginning of the game. I don't know why I did this. Man, that game's so good though.
Yep.
Remember when Harry Potter games were good, like 1, 2, and 3?
Remember
And
that
then
you
none of
bought
the
it and then you
others?
didn't play it?
Chamber of Secrets? Oh, I did buy it. Oh, I did buy it.
Yeah, you did.
To be fair, like, there's actually a dumb but good reason for it. A PS2 controller is really shitty feeling. It's as thick as an Xbox 360 controller. That's what it looks like. And it's not a official one, obviously, it's some fake crap, and I hate it. It is the worst controller ever. It doesn't feel nice. I don't know if no, I can't, like, I have to actually buy a PS2 controller, like, legit to get it. But you know, it's just, I don't think that game even worked that well when I did put it in. It was like, kind of like, faintly scratched. But then again, my PS2 is just kind of crappy as well.
I see.
But who's playing PS2 right now, man? I've got PS2 games on the PS4 I'm not playing.
Yeah.
Like, Dark Chronicles.
You do.
And that game with a really interesting dating system where you can date one of the two lassies or your dad.
What, Galgun?
No, not Galgun. It's that PS2 game that I showed you before. It was like, it's got like a weird sort of like art style, and it's like 3D, and you played about an hour of it. And,
Is it the demon one?
I can't remember its name, but it's a really weird RPG.
Yeah, is it the demon one?
Like, no, it's not. It's Okage Shadow King.
Yeah, that's the demon one.
Okay, that's the demon one. Right, and that game has the weirdest dating sim thing, or the weirdest dates you can ever have, because there's a social link system, but it's very varied. Like, only like one of the girls, or actually 3 of the girls, get real social link systems, but there's a lot of fake ones you have, like with the Demon King that's with you, and with your dad, which is weird because your dad's like a really boring character that just talks about history and shit. But if you actually genuinely listen to him, and you know, you like help him out with his work, he actually starts to love his son. And it's like, he already loves you, but then it's like, it starts going like, you've done the dad social link. Like, he's a dateable person.
I see.
And it's just really, really funny. That game is so amazing, it's just, you know, it's a very not fun feeling RPG. It's a bit basic, but other than that, it's incredible. It would be beneficial if it had that FF7 ×3 speed thing, because that is like a godsend. Because there are moments in that game where you're like, man, I don't want to have to walk. Is that every story you can think of?
That might be every story. Like, that's every ghost story anyway. There's a bunch of shit that I could talk about, but it's not like ghosts or zombies or anything that's related to Halloween.
Okay, but now you're in this weird thing where it's like you're enjoying the game now.
Well, I've been playing the game in the background and I've been skipping the story because I don't care about the story. All I know about this game is the blonde girl is the Virgil, I guess. Like, I don't know the story. Even when I played the game, like the first time, I didn't know the story. But I just really like air combat though. Air combat is what makes games good. That's why Kingdom Hearts is good. If it was just ground combat, it'd be fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
That's why you don't like Nowhere's Dead.
Yep, definitely don't.
Yeah, nowhere combat. Can't even jump.
That's why that platinum's impossible to get.
Oh god, that platinum is so impossible to get. And it's just for those fucking outfits. Because that game is like the worst to get money in. And it's like, I want the cool outfit. I really don't want to spend that amount of money.
Hey guys, you want if you watch this stream and you want a really good free game and you own a PS4, get Let It Die. Man, I should have just streamed Let It Die, but but I don't have Let It Die downloaded, so that's the problem.
Let It Die should be its own stream. I don't need to have some other story in there. I think you would have a lot of fun just playing it and other people talking.
I'd be like, hey guys, you want a good Dead Rising game? Get this game.
Yeah, you want a good Dark Souls Dead Rising game? This game, it's fun.
Eat a big giant frog.
And you get tons of like items just for daily logins.
Yeah. It's fucking sick. Well, no, you get. Well, you get like a gun, don't you? Like that's your daily item usually. Is you get guns and maybe life ups if you're lucky.
Like in the first week. You don't get that shit. Now you just get like mushrooms and you get stickers and you get money and metal heads, silver heads, whatever the in-game currency item is that revives you from the dead.
It's the thing. It's the lollies. I think they're lollies.
No, they're not lollies. They're like rainbow skulls, but they're called something.
Yeah, they're called something. I mean, that game is fucking hard though, because you actually have to do the online shit to level up. Like, yeah, because that's how you get more money in the game. That's how you expand your money.
Oh, the online? Well, you don't need to do online to get the... Well, if you turn that game on again, then that's where I could help you with a few things, because I played to the second level. I played like 20 hours.
Hey man, I played a lot as well. For that time I played it.
Got to the second part?
I think I got to where the jackals were introduced. I think they were called.
You never beat the first boss of the game.
Okay, I didn't beat the.
Sorry, not the first boss. The official like main boss.
The guy that's got his own soundtrack, probably.
Yeah, but you beat all the mini bosses in the dungeon, like the bitch with the guns and that. But did she have guns? I don't know. She was like weird. That game's like fun, but it's just like it's a 60 gig download.
That's
only.
Big.
But you know, I've got games I don't need. I don't need Arkham Knight right now.
Oh yeah, man.
I restarted a playthrough of that, and I was playing this like New Game Plus, and I was just playing it for a while, and I was like, yeah, I'm having fun, but I'm not.
But you were. You better not let some of my subs hear you saying that shit. Arkham Knight's their favourite game in existence.
I do.
Oh, you fucking they got berserker swords!
I did, like, I actually do like Arkham Knight. It's just, you know, I've tried playing it again and I was a bit bored. And I was like, I'm gonna start playing again and get all the Riddler trophies, and then I was like, no, I'm bored. I don't want any anymore. When are you gonna play the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City?
Never. Because I don't like Arkham. I liked it at the time, I don't like it anymore.
I think, I don't know, when I played it again I appreciated it more than when I played it at the time. You played it way back from when I played it.
I mean, I played more games than you did, because you didn't even play Origins. Oh.
Yes. You're right about that.
I guess I'll save the game.
Yeah, please do. Oh, that would make this less awkward.
Well, I think that's...
Red doesn't want to buy the Bioshock collection either.
I do want to buy it, I just don't have money.
Yeah, I was joking.
Oh, you're joking? Huh? You're joking?
What are you more excited for, Bioshock 1 or Bioshock 2?
I'm just so fucking excited, aren't I? I'm just so excited. Bioshock 2?
Yeah.
Bioshock 2 is so much fun. Bioshock 1 is still fun, but not as fun.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. They're both really equally good, but for different. Like I still like the story in Bioshock 1 more, but I do love just the way everything feels in Bioshock 2.
I like how you actually like ask that though. You're like, are you excited for 1 or 2, and you don't mention Infinite.
Like Infinite is just doesn't need to like. Infinite's on a third or second disc, I should say. You get Bioshock 1 and 2 in one disc, and Infinite's on a second disc. So that means you never have to look at like the main title screen and go, "Did I pick one of these games?" You know, like when you open the Naruto trilogy. No, it's just you want to play Infinite on a separate disc, and you have less of a feeling to play it.
I'd probably like to play Infinite. Probably.
I did for a bit, and I was like, "This is fine. It's just I'm a bit tired."
But what about that part later where you fight ghosts?
I don't like. I don't. It's just. The only part later I want to play is the DLC. Honestly.
Yeah, the DLC's good, but it's really dark. It's really horrible. Like it's fucking horrid.
But that's Bioshock, maybe.
Yeah, but it's like the main game ended happily, kind of, for her. And then the DLC's just it got dark.
Dimensions, everyone's watching.
Yeah, everyone's got a thing. You're right.
Some get as good as others.
You're right.
But there's a really good live stream happening right now for Borderlands 2, and it's like, is Axton an inferior piece of shit? I mean, yeah.
Alright, guys, I think we need to end the stream and go watch that stream right now. So, if any of you guys see this, go watch that Borderlands 2 stream now! Go! So, thank you guys for watching!